Hi everybody, I'm Paul Edwards, Chief Exec here at CHP, and today I'm sharing just a few business updates and finishing on our wonderful CH Praise. So in our last team catch-up video, I mentioned that we were holding our champ ceremony, which took place last week, and I'm really pleased to share our winners. You may have seen these, of course, on your screensavers recently. As a reminder, we reduced the number of categories from 7 down to 4, and because we had so many great entries this year, we decided to award 2 winners for each category. So I really hope you can join me again in congratulating Kay Hurd and the Community Investment Team in the Customer Champion category, Charlotte Neal and Liz Reber in the Collaboration Champion category, the Communications Team and the Tenancy Support Team in the Outstanding Contribution by a Group category, and finally, last but not least, Amanda McBowers and Kate Gerrish in the Outstanding Contribution by an Individual category. I said this on the day, but a huge well done to all of the winners and of course everyone else who was shortlisted. We had over 100 entries overall, and it was really tough, I know, for the judges to choose the shortlist and the overall winners. This was our final Champs Award to CHP. It's something that me and the rest of the leadership team really enjoy and we think is really valuable. So we'll think about how we can continue to recognise you and your achievements when we become Delta. Speaking of Delta, you may have seen in our last Becoming Delta newsletter that we've appointed our designate interim director of transformation. I'm really pleased to say we've appointed Tamsin Anastasi Pache as our designate interim director of transformation. Many of you will know and have worked with Tamsin over the last few months, so she's been working with us since July 2025, managing the merger programme. We'll also have a transformation team who will work under Tamsin, but the structure of this team is currently being developed and we'll share more details when we can, and I hope you can join me in congratulating Tamsin on her appointment on this development. So talking about the team CHP briefing now, hopefully by now you'll have seen the invites in the diary, but I'm really pleased to share that we're holding a team CHP briefing with the exec team on the 11th of March. As a reminder for those of you that are new to the business, these are online updates where I'm joined by other members of the exec team where we share important updates and give you the opportunity to ask any questions that you might have. It's probably going to be the last time we do it in this format before we become Delta, and it actually falls on CHP's 24th birthday, so we hope to have the majority of EMT available to answer your questions on the day. If you need any more info or you haven't received the invite yet, please reach out to the CHP events email. So I'm going to switch topic and talk about the allocations policy now, and in the form that we've been doing recently, we've got a short news flash video to share with you which looks at updates to our allocations policy. So let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Jenny Upton and I'm the Head of Policy Strategy and Research. We've recently updated our allocations policy. This policy sets out how we make decisions about who gets what home and why. To help us make these decisions in a fair and transparent way, we use a banding system. This tells us where on the waiting list for a new home a customer and their household should be placed according to their needs. Fiona's here to tell you more.
Hello, I'm Fiona Hinson-Cass, our Lettings Manager. The main change to this policy involves the banding for our transfer list, which is how a CHP customer can transfer to another CHP home. From now on, we'll consider a wider range of evidence of a customer's medical and welfare need when deciding their band. We'll include evidence from a doctor or health professional, from a CHP employee, social services, the police, or other relevant agencies. This change is based on feedback from customers and will help make the transfer process more efficient and understanding of individuals' needs. If you know of a reason a customer should be moving due to a medical or welfare need, please get in touch with the lettings team or your team leader.
Thank you for that, Jenny. So finally, today I'm going to end with the CH praise that you submitted for each other. So I'm going to start with Dave Hutchings, who was recognised by Nikki Miles. And Nikki said Dave has been absolutely instrumental in getting social value work off the ground. His dedication and drive has made a huge difference, especially in pushing forward with our contractors for the Improvement Works project. I've been struggling to get moving all year. Thanks to Dave's hard work and determination to help others, we're finally building momentum. Our communities are going to see some brilliant improvements in the coming months. Huge thank you for the community engagement and investment team. Brilliant work, Dave, and thanks, Nikki, for shouting that out. Next, Beth Paget has taken time to recognise Harriet Christmas, and Beth said, Harriet, thank you so much for all your help since I joined CHP. You've been unbelievably supportive, patient and kind, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate the time and care you've put into training me. It's made such a positive impact. Brilliant work, Harriet, for helping a new starter really find her feet. Simon Staines has recognised the work of Emily Mickle, and Simon said Emily is always a joy to work with, positive and helpful, and always collaborative in working out the solution to a problem. Thanks for bringing forward some jobs today so as to cut down on some driving times between those jobs. Emily, well done, and thanks, Simon, for taking the time to recognise Emily. Dave George has thanked Heather Blanchard and Amanda McBowers, saying thanks, Heather and Amanda, for your determination in getting the carbon literacy training off the ground and delivered to our first cohort. A great session that we can roll out across teams over the coming years. Thank you. And I've had some great feedback from that training and looking forward to joining it in one of the future cohorts. And finally today, Gavin Page has shouted out Stuart Bogle, Jason Loughborough, Lee Ryle, Charlie Welch and Dave Leatherdale. And Gavin said a massive thank you for really stepping up on Friday evening. It's always a Friday evening, isn't it? And making sure we've got the flood barriers out to the waterings. Your willingness to act quickly and go the extra mile made a real difference. I'm certain our customers were really relieved to see the team arrive just as river levels were rising, giving them real peace of mind going into the weekend and knowing that robust flood defences were in place. Brilliant work, and I hope it starts to dry up soon, otherwise those flood defences will be out even more. Thanks for submitting those elements of praise. You know this by now, but I really love sharing these messages. Don't forget that you can share your praise, and thanks for your colleagues over on Staff Circle. So that's all from me this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.